All right, so we are currently writing a campaign for a UK high-end management consultant, and we were struggling with a lot of the messaging. So a lot of companies that work with this guy, they're unhappy with their teams, but they don't want to, we didn't know how to phrase that in an email. So a lot of times when you're sending a LinkedIn message, sending an email, you're on a sales call, you have to give bad news, or you have to talk about something uncomfortable. In my last business, a lot of our students were low income, and we had to find out, okay, what was their financial situation, what help did they need, and nobody wants to tell you how much money they make, especially if you see them with $700 sneakers, right? Like, nobody wants to admit that, hey, I'm struggling. So that was very common. So we said the best way to say something, social proof people use, a lot of people think of social proof as case studies, but case studies are maybe 10 to 20% of how to use social proof. Like, if you look at a company, if you look at Harvard doesn't really have case studies. They have endowments, and they have trusts, and they have a lot of things going on, but there isn't like a Harvard testimonials page like it's Tony Robbins or Dean Graziosi or something. It's a lot more sophisticated. So one of the first ways to use social proof that goes beyond the case study is to use it to ask a probing question or deliver bad news. You see doctors do this all the time. You say, oh, this part of your body, there's a little bit of an issue, but this is totally normal for your age, for what you're trying to do, like this is how we deal with it. Makes people feel a lot more comfortable. So when we were working with low income, they were certified nurses aides, and we were like, oh, we had 3 CNAs come in the last 6 weeks. They were making $15 an hour, working like 20, 30 hours a week. Are you in the same boat? They're like, no, I make 17 an hour and I work 40 hours a week. So I would always do a little bit less just to make them feel comfortable opening up, so then they can be the hero, right? And then you do this with the messaging too. You're like, typically for the companies that we work with, they're 50 million plus, but they really feel like they have people on their team that maybe are not the right fit for taking the company to the next level, but they don't want to get rid of them or manage them through it because it's going to be expensive, the company's going to lose money in the short term. We have a process to do this that actually saves money out of the gate. Can I walk you through it? So it's like this thing that you don't want to do. Like, imagine you got paid to remodel your house. Nobody wants to remodel their house because they're like, okay, we want the bathroom to look nicer. Miami, everyone's always messing around. You go to Italy, you want to change your whole condo. So how can you get paid to remodel your house? And then we changed that offer, and that was really effective. So what you guys can do, just copy us. Just use social proof whenever you want to give that. And we do LinkedIn, we do cold calling, we do cold email. We actually have a lot of really successful cold email case studies that I have to share with you guys. But if you need any help with this, we're kind of known for cold calling these days because I think we've cracked it. Better and cheaper, $2,000 a month. We call 1,000 people a day for you. But just reach out, and I'll talk to you soon.